recommend learning piano as an adult? Absolutely, I would. I started learning piano when I was probably 27 years old. And I should preface this. I did learn as a kid, but I was terrible at it. I was never very good at piano. The lessons were extremely painstaking for me, and I really didn't like it that much. But throughout my teenage years and early adulthood, I always was thinking about the piano and wanting to learn. So I should preface with that. If you try to learn piano as an adult, you may have a little bit harder time than me because I did have a decent understanding of music and things like that. But I was not able to play piano very well at all when I started or read music. But I would absolutely recommend this as a hobby. As you can see, I'm not like amazing. I'm not like a virtuoso or anything. And I think it is kind of a skill where, if you really want to be amazing, you have to start when you're really, really young. So you're never going to be an incredible piano player. You may never even really be comfortable playing in front of other people, but still as a hobby, it's so fun and it's so rewarding. And there's something about being able to play music just in your downtime, before you go to bed or something. And it makes you feel the sense of satisfaction you get from doing something that's really mentally demanding like that. Piano, you have to use your left hand and your right hand at the same time. And it's just a very challenging physical and mental activity. So it's really satisfying to be able to play a piece well and learn a piece. And also, if you learn how to read music, then suddenly this whole world of music becomes available to you, and you can just look up a song that you like and print out the sheet music and start playing it. Like that first song I played was the Mario Select menu music. There's a ton of video game music out there you can learn, and most of it is free, which is really cool. So, as a millennial who grew up playing a bunch of like Nintendo games, I can play all this music from various Nintendo games, and that's so fun to do. It's just like the most like joyful thing you can do is like learn how to play these, chiptune Nintendo songs and stuff like that. So, not songs, pieces. It's a piece. A song is something you sing, as my grandpa would tell you. But anyway, I would greatly encourage anyone who wants to play or learn to play piano as an adult to do it because it's really fun. Also, there's a lot of studies that show it does great things for your brain. Connecting, building neural pathways between your right brain and your left brain because you're making all 10 fingers work in unison and in concert with each other. So please, if you're thinking about it, just do it. It's so fun. And I would recommend the way I learned to do it was to just do it every single night before bed. So that made it completely unambiguous. If I'm about to go to bed, I'm going to play piano. And I'd only hold myself to play 5 minutes. You don't need to practice for an hour a day. In fact, if you do that, you'll probably just end up getting frustrated because you're going to be wanting to see all these results and they're not coming and things like that. So just literally just do it every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes or 1 minute. And if you keep doing that, you'll build up the habit and you'll eventually be playing for 20, 30 minutes, an hour because it's so fun to do. And doing it right before bed means it's totally unambiguous. Your schedule will never push it out because you're always going to go to bed. So that works really well. Also, I would recommend if you live with people to get an electric piano that has headphones that you can plug into it. Because one of the biggest problems with learning piano, and this is one of the reasons I think I never did well as a kid, is because I was so embarrassed that everyone in my house was hearing me make all these mistakes. And you're like, oh, I'm so bad at this, and then you don't want to play because you're embarrassed and you're, making all these mistakes in the music as you play. But if you have headphones, no one can hear those mistakes, and that's really beneficial. So definitely, if you're thinking about it, go buy that $200 electric piano and just have fun because this has been one of the greatest things ever. It gives you a really good sense of self-efficacy. This is another thing that's great about learning piano is that it gives you a sense of self-efficacy that says I can do something. I can take on a hard task and achieve it, And when you do things like that, it makes you realize you can do so much more, and maybe you'll tackle that degree you've been afraid of going to school for, or some other task. Maybe it'll give you the confidence to quit smoking or quit vaping, or I don't know. It's just, there's a lot to be said about self-efficacy. So yeah, that's my advice to you, and I hope you guys start playing an instrument because it's really fun.